Would you like to win and achieve success at what you do? Welcome to the Winner's Ways podcast, where we create winners every day. And now, your host, the author of Winner's Ways book and life coach, Bola Alabi.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Winner's Ways podcast. This podcast is about education, and I want to empower you by providing information that will help you to succeed in your personal finance and in your career. Before I start today, I quickly want to say big thanks to my listeners. Right now, we are on track to having 1,000 downloads each month, and I greatly appreciate all you, my listeners. Those of you that are leaving comments, those of you that are rating our shows. Without you, we will not have this show. So I want you to know that I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I want you to know that also, I read all these comments, and they are very helpful in making me better, in making me more dedicated to producing this show for you. So today I'll have a listener spotlight, and my listener spotlight is all about reading reviews from my listeners. And today's listener spotlight is I'm going to be reading reviews by Delilah2324, and it goes like this. When I saw that this podcast is focused on leveling up in all areas of life, I was all in and on board. All the topics of the episode I just downloaded are relevant to this phase of my life. Achieving more through strengthening my mindset is just what I am ready for. And that's what this podcast offers. Can't wait to be enriched by this awesome podcast. Wow. Thank you very much, Delilah2324. I appreciate your comments, and this actually made my day. Thank you so much. So, back to today's episode 19. The title is Forgive Us Our Debts. In episode 16, I share tips and strategies that you can use to plan and pay for college. We all know that college is expensive and in America. And based on feedback and comment that I received, I realized that this episode is a preventative measure. That is, it's for people that are yet to get into debt. The reality, however, is that there are already millions of Americans that are in debt because of students' loan. And that's why I'm making today's episode, which I'll be sharing tips that will help people that are already in student loan debt so that they can get some relief from the nightmare brought about by their students' debt. So there are two approaches. The first approach, which is the focus of today's episode, is Forgive Us Our Debt. And I'll be sharing 7 different ways you can get your student loan forgiven. Again, you depend on people to get your student loan paid off. This is not the best option, but yeah, it's there, and I'm going to share it anyway. So that's why I want you to know about this. There are different options, there are different programs out there that you can use to get your student loan paid off by maybe saving, by working, or by participating in certain programs. And that's what today's episode is going to be focused on. And in part 2, this is about you. I'll share creative ways that you can use to pay off your student loans by yourself. Please know that with student loan forgiveness, that's today's episode 19, Forgive Us Our Debt, you are giving something in return. You are not getting free money in any way. You must meet some specific eligibility criteria. I have people that are going through some student loan forgiveness program. You may be required to work in certain places for certain number of years and so on. So, in short, you will have to earn this loan forgiveness. And also, I want you to know that this applies specifically to the federal loans. The private loans are a different ball game. Anyway, without further ado, here are my top student loan forgiveness program that you need to explore. I will not go over the eligibility criteria because I always want to keep this show short, sweet, and simple. So basically, I'll just tell you the program and I'll expect you to take action by exploring further if you qualify. So the first one is Teacher Loan Forgiveness Program. This program can write off as much as $17,500 from your federal loans. As the name suggests, it's for people that want to go into teaching line. So number one, Teacher Loan Forgiveness Program. Number two, Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. With this program, full-time public sector employee or people in the non-profit sector will have their outstanding loans forgiven after making 120 payments. That is, you must have been paying consecutively for 10 years. Then you will get the rest of your loan forgiven. So number two, Public Service Loan Forgiveness. It's for federal or public sector employees. Number three, income-based repayment forgiveness. This program allows you to lower your monthly student loan payment to around 10 to 15% of your discretionary income for 20 to 25 years. If you still have any outstanding loan after that period, the balance will be forgiven. Honestly, if you are a listener of this show, I don't want you to keep debt around for 25 years, not even for 10 years. There are other options that I want you to consider. And as we progress, as we continue to make this show, I'll be sharing strategies that will help you to get out of debt, that will help you to earn more income so that you can quickly pay off your student loan. So that's number three, income-based repayment forgiveness program. Number four, loan forgiveness for doctors. If you are a doctor, nurse, or pharmacist, or anyone in the healthcare professions, there are multiple loan forgiveness programs designed for people in this sector. Of course, there are terms and conditions for you to qualify for this program, and you'll be required to work in certain areas, mostly urban and underdeveloped locations all around the country. For example, the National Health Service Corps Loan Repayment Program provides up to $50,000 in loan repayment for participants in exchange for a 2-year service commitment. Number five, loan forgiveness for lawyers. If you are a lawyer, go to your state bar association and check out more information about your loan forgiveness options. I know, for example, attorneys that work for 3 years with the Department of Justice can get as much as $50,000 forgiven from their student loan debt. So check it out if you are a lawyer, loan forgiveness for lawyers. Number six, U.S. military student loan forgiveness. By signing up to serve our country, you can get your student loan forgiven. Check this program out if you are considering a career in the military and if you want to take up the noble cause of serving our great country. For example, the Army College Loan Repayment Program will forgive up to $65,000 of your student loan debt. Number seven, the last but not the least, state-based student loan forgiveness program. Almost all states have one or more student loan forgiveness programs. As with the federal loan forgiveness option, you may be required to put in some service or work in certain part of your state. Please go to your state education board website to learn more so that you can tap into these options. I'll leave a show note on my website so that you can download and check out these different options. And that's where I'll be stopping today. You know our missions on Winners Ways. We want you to succeed in your career and personal finance. Please subscribe to our podcast and also leave us a review on iTunes or anywhere where you listen to podcasts. We are on track to 1,000 downloads each month. I'm grateful. I appreciate all my listeners. Please subscribe. Please spread the word. Please share with your friend. I want you to share this particular episode with anyone that you know that is dealing with student loan issue. Maybe we can help them. Ultimately, I want everyone to get out of debt. There are strategies, there are tips that I will continue to share that will help you. So till next time, this is Bola Halabi. I'm your host on Winners Ways. Now, go win.